When you look at this team, what do you see this year?
When I look at the team this year, I see a lot of experience and returners, as well as a very athletic group of freshmen who are really exciting and are going to be fun for us moving forward, kind of getting them acquainted and acclimated, mixed in with the returners. But really just a group of high energy girls that love softball. They want to get out there and play and compete. And so that's been a lot of fun for us.
Some of the freshmen, Paige Cook, Kiki Edwards, and is it Harley?
Briley?
No.
Or
Kenley.
Kenley?
I only wrote the last name for some reason. What do you see when you look at that kind of group of players, those top recruits that you have on the team?
Yeah, we had a couple in this freshman class who were highly ranked. I think the biggest standout to me about this class is they're just athletic from top to bottom. The pitchers could get out there and hit or play outfield if they needed to. They've got speed, they've got power. They could really do it all and play a lot of different positions. So Paige has been working for us a couple different positions. Same with Aquana Brownlee. Kiki brings a big bat, and then Briley is just smooth lefty outfielder that's been able to help us out there. And I think the one you'll probably see the most, especially at the beginning, Madison Kennedy at shortstop, has from day one just stepped in with a really solid glove and presence, and she looks like a junior or senior out there. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Emily back as a pitcher, Alyssa's back, but how do you see your starting rotation shaping up, or who's going to get the bulk of the starts?
I think you'll definitely see a rotation. Couple different starters, some others using a reliever role. Definitely Emily Williams leading the staff for us. She's really done a good job of kind of honing in, especially on the strike zone, but really bringing back, working on her pitches and adding a few more. I think Grace Fagan will be out there a lot too. She's really come, making that transition from a freshman to a sophomore, really jumped up a lot and done a lot of good things, brought some new pitches out as well. Mm-hmm. And then our transfer, Annie Willis from Troy. She's really shown a lot of good signs for us this fall as well as this spring. I think those three especially, and then Alyssa Loza does a great job as reliever or closer role coming in, just throwing gas. Great mentality and mindset out there too, really commands her infield and the presence she brings. I think you'll see Kenley Hawk as well, and then Aspen Wesley probably a lot during the midweeks and getting some starts mixed in as we start to get her accustomed from that transition from freshman and moving up from high school to this level.
Looks like you have 5 or 6 players back as far as on the offensive side. Besides Mia and Falalua, what does it mean to have Candace and Montana and Carter Spessart back this year?
Yeah, the other returning hitters besides the big two,
yeah.
They've also improved a lot, and they've been a lot of fun to watch, especially come into their own with their confidence in their approach at the plate. And Candace is just a huge table setter for us. I think she's kind of an X factor for our offense. Defenses and opposing teams don't know how to play her. She can do a little bit of everything. I think we'll see her a little bit more hitting in front of me and Fa, kind of setting the table for them. Montana and Carter really come a long way too. They bring good power, speed, bat control to us to kind of protect the others. And then we have 2 sophomores, Chloe Malaulu and Anna Kate Seegers, who have stepped up a lot. I think we'll see a lot more of them mixed in the lineup as well this year.
Have you ever had a duo as powerful, as good as Mia and Fa?
No. No, Mia and Fa are special, and especially having 2 of them, it's just really fun to watch, and they hit balls every day that it's impressive even when you see it every day. You just kind of stop and go, wow, like that was insane, and they hit that onto the highway. But they're a great duo. They're competitive, but they're also hardworking and good leaders, and you can really see them push not just themselves to be better, but every other one of their teammates and the hitters, and that's just been great for us to have with them.
Right, I was going to ask what kind of things did they do for the younger players and the players with less experience? What do they do for them?
Me and Fa do a great job of teaching as well. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing I know I can trust them, and when we're in the cages, and if I'm in one cage, I can kind of put them in the other cages and make sure that they're helping keep the hitters on task, teaching drills, helping them make adjustments, talking through game plans and how they would approach a certain pitcher. So just having their experience and their willingness to share and teach has been huge for us. And then I think just their energy and their passion. They both just love the game. They love to hit. They love to play softball, and that rubs off on the team as well.
When you look at the strength of the SEC, obviously an incredible conference, what do you see in the SEC?
The SEC's tough every year, and I think looking at it, you never know who's going to be at the top and who's going to be mixed in the middle or the bottom, because it changes, and it could change based on one player, one pitcher, one team. And I think you never really know what to expect. This year, obviously, Alabama returning, majority of their team, and very strong. I think they're the ones that everybody's looking to chase right now. But every year, top to bottom, you never have an off weekend in our conference.
Yeah, I went to Mizzou where they were the one team. 12 teams made the SEC tournament. They're actually the one team to miss when they hosted it.
Yes.
So it's just strange to see how many teams make it. And
Yeah.
they all seem to make the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it's competitive, and the tournament's fun because it's, ESPN uses it as a tune-up for the College World Series.
Right.
And then you get that feeling. And even our transfer players who've come in from other big conferences, when they got to experience SEC tournament for the first year, like, okay, this is pretty cool. And they do a good job of promoting and supporting their female athletes, specifically softball in the SEC. And so for us to get treated big time athletics in that environment, in the tournament and within the conference, and just the competitiveness that we bring every weekend feels like a postseason weekend, a postseason super regional. And so that's been really fun and really good, I think, experience for this team.
What lessons did your team take away from losing at the Washington Regional in Seattle last year?
I think our lessons coming back from the Washington Regional was just the competitive piece and that mentality that we need to be better. And, if we want to move on and take this program to levels that it hasn't been to before, we want to perform like that Washington team. And I think they kind of got to see that next level of what we're working for. A lot of what we talk about now is accountability and just the level of expectations, and that it can't just come from the coaching staff, but that needs to come from within the group and the team, and not just seniors. It needs to be freshmen to seniors. So accountability has been a big part of it, and just really kind of raising the standards that we have for the program as well as for ourselves.
Taking over for Coach Studeman, what does that mean for you as far as expectations or pressure?
I don't really look at it as pressure. I think I just look at it as an opportunity. And for me, I know what a blessing it is to step in this role, especially in a program that I've helped build, and I know the team and the players and the recruits and everything. So for me, I look at it definitely more as a blessing, and just doing what I can to continue us on the path that we've built, and just really, continuing to keep us as a strong presence in the postseason and beyond, and take the next steps. That's really our goal. And for us is, how do we build? How do we get better? How do we bring in the next group that are better than the ones who are here? And I think that's always our mindset moving forward.
You mentioned the returning hitters and the players who played a lot. Can you take us through kind of your expectations for starters on offense?
Oh gosh.
Is it too early to tell?
I think you'll see a mix, but there will be a lot of returners out there. I think we can probably definitely expect to see Candace Dennis at the top, followed by Mia and Fa. It's just hard to keep them. Everybody expects them to be a 3-4 hitter. I want them to get as many at-bats as they can. So, if they're hitting in the 2-3 with Candace in front of them to set the table, that's typically what I think we'll be looking at. As far as hitting behind them to protect Mia and Fa, losing Kat Moore was a big piece for us, because she did such a great job of hitting behind those two. And if people put them on base, she came up behind them. So that's going to be, I think, a big hole for us to fill there. I think we could see Anna Kate Seegers, Carter Spexarth, Chloe Malalu, Montana Davidson, all stepping in that role. Kind of really like AK there, just that lefty bat, kind of mix it up, as well as just seeing what Carter's really come into, especially this month, is her power and just her confidence levels really starting to skyrocket. So they'll be out there. Carter probably in a DP role or right field. And then Madison Kennedy, the freshman at shortstop, will be probably a little bit further down in the lineup. And then second base has been a great battle. I think there's a chance you see a freshman. There's a chance you see senior Lindsey Williams. Quanah Brownlee's doing a great job with her as well. And then Christian Quinn, another one in the outfield. We've got a good battle between her, AK, and Chloe as to who's going to kind of take that last spot and help us turn the lineup over. But she's a great outfielder, great on the bases, and has really kind of rounded out her offensive game to try and break into the lineup.
Is it kind of coming up so soon, the start of the season and everything next week?
Yes. It seems every day like there's oh man, we're 8 days away, 7 days away, and there's a lot to do, but it's also really exciting, and I think we're ready to get out there and kind of see what we can do and who's going to step up and take certain positions, and whether it's in the circle or on the field or in the lineup. So we're excited, we're ready. I don't know if we'll ever fully feel ready, but that's part of it. It's 56 games. We know it's kind of a process. And I think we're preparing for it as best we can right now.
With Fa and Mia doing what they've already done, how much more can they be expected to do?
I think with Fa and Mia and the success that they've experienced, I think the biggest thing for them is just to not put too much pressure on themselves to carry the team and to pass their numbers and to hit 30 home runs. And, we don't look at it as statistical goals or anything like that. And I think that's the best thing about those two is they want to do it for the team, and they're about, I want to do whatever I can for the team to win. And if that means putting down a bunt, that's what they want to do, even though I'm not going to let them. But I think for them, it's just trying to teach and share, because they do realize that they can't do it themselves and that they're going to need 7 other hitters around them. They're going to need the pitchers. They're going to need the defense. So I really think they look at it the right way, and that's by the teaching and the communication factor and the leadership, and just really pushing everyone to raise their level, because everyone wants to hit like me and Fa. So they've been great for us in that way.
And the pitching, I know Emily's got a lot of innings under her belt, but how's that kind of rounding into shape?
Yeah, definitely still Emily we're looking at the top. She's done a great job just improving on what she did last year. Working with Coach Josh on upping her velocity a little bit, throwing a little bit more strikes. And then Grace Fagan as well has really started to mature. She's got a couple new pitches that she didn't use a whole lot last year. And then her, just being a lefty is just a huge balance for us. And then Annie Willis, the transfer from Troy, you're going to see a lot of her. She's great. She's done a great job. Very mature, confident, good presence out there. Same with Alyssa Loza. You can just both tell they're experienced pitchers. Loza's definitely the hardest thrower on the staff, and we'll get her out there a lot. And relieve, as well as Candace Dennis can be used as a reliever as well. Excuse me. And then try to ease the freshmen in and kind of help them get comfortable and get a little confidence out there.